Hello everyone, this is Dragons After Dark and welcome to the Pet Battle Report, your weekly news and information source for all things Pet Battle. This week we're going to look at some 10.1 updates and information you might be hunting for now that 10.1 is live. Before we get into that though, let's go over everything going on this week on Azeroth and beyond for your pets. Starting with Battle for Azeroth, Enzoth is hanging out in Uldum this week, which means we have a chance for the Pyre of the Amalgamated One bonus objective to spawn, which spawns a rare, who in turn has a chance to drop the Wicked Lurker battle pet. So keep an eye out on the daily reports to see if the Pyre is up. The Vol'dun Assault will be up for NA tomorrow, Thursday the 11th at 5 AM Pacific. This assault is where Horde players can work toward the rebuilt Mechanical Spider pet, and for the Alliance it'll be the rebuilt Gorilla Bot. Our islands for the week are Rotting Mire, Yorundal, and Verdant Wilds, while the salvage is Elemental, Havenswood, Skittering Hollow, and Verdant Wilds. For Shadowlands, our current assault on the Maw is with the Kyrian, which offers us time to continue a Sly Fox achievement progress for the pet Sly, a chance at the Sinful Screecher treasure, and the Copperback Ether Worm from the Assault Cache. On Friday Evening Reset, this will transition to the Necrolord, giving you a chance to craft Lil A-Bomb, who seems to have lost bits of themselves everywhere, and a chance to receive fodder from the Assault Cache. The Darkmoon Fair is in town this week until Saturday 11:59 PM Pacific, so drop on by if you're still missing pets from this once-a-month event. There are 19 battle pets to collect here from various sources, and 4 companions, also known as non-combat pets. Speaking of the Darkmoon Fair, Kraken Latte has released a new video on how to get 190 Darkmoon Fair tickets in 5 to 10 minutes, which I will be linking below, so if you're hurting for tickets, check it out. The event this week is the Arena Bonus event, also known as Sign of the Skirmisher, where your honor gains are increased. So if you're still working on those honor pets like I am, don't forget to drop into the arena this week for a little boost to your honor. May's trading post is now up, and the pet this time around is Pippin. Pippin is a golden mechanized dog, which is a recolor of the 3-token pet reward, Alarma Dog, from Nomergon. Pippin will set you back 600 Trader's Tender, but is a great pet for newer battlers to pick up since it has the Super Bark ability, which is great for catching wild pets. That's it, or at least that's all I could think of for our weekly pet battle news, so let's take this time to get a little more in-depth about some of the Zeralek Caverns information you might need to catch all the pets. First up are the rares. Have you sat in the cavern and thought, this rare should have spawned by now? Well, you're not the only one, but you're in luck. Narissa from Wowhead has released a Google Doc where they're pretty sure they've nailed down the event and rare rotation for Zeralek Cavern. I'll be linking the doc in the description, but just to give you a quick rundown, there are 5 zones. One zone will always be active, the Caldera, while the other 4 zones are on a daily rotation of 3 in, 1 out. During the out day, you won't see any of that zone's rares or events. Hopefully they integrate this with Wowhead's main page soon, that way you can check to see what is and isn't up, so you're not sitting around waiting for something that won't spawn. As for the Pet Battle World Quest in Zeralek, you might have already noticed, but it's currently on the bi-weekly schedule, meaning we only get 2 Pet Battle World Quests in Zereth Mortis per week. I'm not entirely sure if this is intended, since no other Pet Battle World quests have worked this way, but I have it on my list of bugs that I reported in the bug forum. Keep your fingers crossed that it is a bug, and we'll see this fixed soon. Next, we need to talk about Gerald, who has been nothing but a headache for pet collectors and battlers since 10.1 launched. Completion of the meta achievement for Family Battler of Zeralek Cavern was not rewarding Gerald, and customer support was hit or miss on rewarding the pet to players who completed the achievement. Gerald was also set as cageable, which prompted quite a few people to throw it up on the auction house hoping for a quick and big payday. Despite some customer service reps saying the achievement wouldn't be fixed until next patch, he was hotfixed so that he's now unique and no longer cageable, and he's being properly rewarded for completing the meta achievement. There's no telling what it means for people moving forward who managed to sell him, or if he's still learnable if he's caged, but such is the risk when doing something like that. Another pet with an error is the Ridged Shalewing. If you have poor RNG like me and were thinking, wow, it's even worse than usual since I can't get 2 pets to drop from Kabrock, I'm here to tell you your luck isn't as bad as you thought. The ridged shale wing does not drop from Kabrock as indicated in the pet journal, but instead from Karokta that spawns not far from Glimmerog. So if you haven't already, add that rare to your farming list if you're still trying to get the ridged shale wing. I will put the coordinates for the rare below. Speaking of missing pets, where, oh where, can the little Brol be? There have been a few players reporting the pet dropping when buffing yourself with the Rocks on the Rocks food between combat ending with Brolo and the chest spawning. You cannot buff yourself beforehand, as combat drops the effect from your character. Also keep in mind that it appears that if Brolo is outside the circle area when defeated, he might not spawn the chest. So if you're a tank, use those taunts to bring him back in, lest those pesky pets keep him too far away. Fyrax Assault is now up, which adds 2 more farmable pets, Amber and Blaze. These 2 have the adorable new fire elemental models that were data mined as part of patch 10.1, and it appears as though they can both drop from the boss spawn when Fyrax Assault reaches 100%, with Amber also being reported as dropping from the chest that requires 3 ever-burning keys to open, though with time we might also see Blaze from dropping there too. Back in the caverns, we have another new event up, Researchers Under Fire. This event has tiered rewards, with the Researcher's gifts going to your character at 3, 6, 9, and 12 tasks. You won't get a gift from the event if you redo a tier, but you can do the events until you've been rewarded all of the tiers, from what I can tell. I got the tier 1 earlier today and tier 2 not too long ago. Anyway, from this task, you'll see the Devourer Lobstrock as a potential drop, with some people even seeing multiples from the same gift. For those who haven't seen yet, Roland the Recipe Rat has been found. Camboozle posted the instructions in Discord, so a big thank you to Camboozle, and it sent a flurry of players off to beg, collect and cook cheese, and feed quite a lot of rats. I'll post my instructional video on how to collect this adorable little chef below. Speaking of adorable things, you might still be hunting for a few of the Zeralet Cavern wild pets, so I'll post my map location below of where I saw the pets on the PTR. Keep in mind that there are a few rare spawn pets to keep an eye out for, which I do have listed on the map, but it wouldn't hurt to go over them here. The Scarlopod is a rare spawn of the Cobbleshell, the Ebon Wing is from the Hollow Moth, Lithengale is from the Rock Martin, and Deep Ridger is from the Slabwing. So if you're looking for these, kindly help the pets they spawned from take a visit to Ardenweald for a chance to spawn the pet you're looking for. As for the Sunglow Cobra, it appears as though it might be a rare spawn of the Boulder Fangs, as I had someone send me a screenshot of a spawned Sunglow Cobra. However, I have the Sunglow Cobra as a spawn on my backline just about every other battle, so that would probably be the best place to keep an eye out for it. We also have multiple skins of various pets. As far as I've been able to tell, there are 2 skins for the Boulder Fangs, green and red, 2 for Deep Ridger, red and orange, 2 for the Rock Martins, orange and blue, 2 for Slabwing, yellow and red, 2 for the Stone Whisker, yellow and white, 3 for the Endmite, dark blue, yellow, and light blue, and 3 for the Hollow Moth, brown, gray with yellow, orange, and red underbelly, and blue. Moving on to the A Race to the Finish snails, which are Bashful, Brûlé, and Tricky. If you weren't one of the people who got in early after 10.1's release and managed to get different snails on different alts, you'll get a new Race to the Finish quest weekly. They won't show up in any predetermined order, but it will take 3 weeks to get all of them for us slowpokes out there, which goes very well with the snail theme. Since we're talking about snails, let's go over Roggy. This one's a little weird, it might be bugged, but you don't have to help all the snails win or even participate in the race that Roggy wins. As many others have reported, I got mine standing around doing another activity in range of the racetrack. On the PTR I was doing Orlog's battles, and on live I was doing the bonus objective nearby. However, if you don't want to wait for happenstance, you can set up a Roggy group. The more treats a snail is fed, the faster it gets, so I imagine there'd be no stopping Roggy if you and a few other people were there to feed him on. Now we're going to doff our caps to Lord Stansley. To collect this fantastically fashionable crustacean, you'll need to get the Clacking Claw item as a drop from Clack Attack, then search for the curious top hat. I'll post the coordinates to all the spawns people have reported below, but once you find the top hat, use your Clacking Claw item to turn into a Lobstrock, then click on the hat. You now have a happily clacking Lord Stanley in your bags. Congrats! And that's it so far for 10.1. We're still looking into how Salve Run will be earned, but it looks like the 4 tablet pieces for the Ouroboros tablet will drop weekly from the Sniffin' Seeking activity, so don't forget to do all your digs each week. Do you have any 10.1 favorites so far? For looks, I'd say it's a tie between the Puddle Hopper and the new Fire Elemental models, Amber and Blaze. They're all just so cute. And as for battling, it would have to be the Rock Martin. We now have a flyer with a blind that has some decent attacks to go along with it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this pet can be used for. Anywho, that's going to be it for me this week. I'll have all the pertinent links available on my tweet for the podcast, as well as in the description once it's uploaded to YouTube. Until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and happy battling!